Roblox sued a YouTuber for $1.6 million. Roblox lost. It's like a Darman video. They live to regret it. In the battle of David versus Goliath, David won here. A multi-billion-dollar company slinging its meat around, trying to just slap a YouTuber with a massive lawsuit, somehow lost to that YouTuber. I've covered this story a couple times now, the most recent one being not even a day ago, and it has just been such a wild and wacky ride. It is absolutely fucking goofy. Roblox legal department really set the stupid meter to wumbo. This was apparently just a complete flop of like a intimidation tactic. I've already given like the full lore breakdown a couple times now, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'll give you the spark notes here for your book report. YouTuber named Ruben Sim. He's made multiple videos exposing some very bad actors in the community, such as open pedophiles that literally admit to pedophilia and preying on kids on the Roblox platform. Well, using the Roblox platform, they prey on kids on Discord, and they're very open about it. Ruben would call them out, try and report them. Roblox didn't do anything about it. Ruben also called out a former employee of Roblox who, as the social media manager of Roblox, also was running a porn blog on the side, which was also open and public, so just very disturbing. He would highlight these issues, as well as, from what I understand, he also made like troll posts on Twitter or something. Again, I'm not super familiar with Ruben's content, so I don't know too much about him. I only know like these key facts. And a month ago, the Roblox team slapped him with a lawsuit demanding at least $1.6 million in damages, and this was going to look to be a long court battle that would really fuck Ruben's ass. It's extremely expensive to fight in court for a normal person, but for a multi-billion-dollar company, they could have just funneled money into their legal team's mouth for years and kept Ruben bleeding if they wanted to do that. Ruben, in defense of these horrible allegations, and they were some terrible stuff Roblox said that Ruben had engaged in, he was planning to release a 3-part series defending himself and highlighting how those were lies, misleading, or just blatantly wrong, and he only released part 1 before Roblox folded. He posted this tweet just about an hour before I posted my video yesterday, so I looked like such a fucking idiot because I was late to the party here. But in the tweet he explains that they have settled and that Roblox didn't get any money out of the lawsuit, and he gets to keep his channel, all his social media accounts. The only thing is he can't access Roblox anymore, which in that case, I don't even know what the point of living is. If you can't play Roblox, why even exist in this corporeal dimension? So Ruben's going to have to probably struggle through rehab and therapy in order to try and see the value in life post-Roblox without being able to access such a sacred treasure of our society, but I'm sure he'll manage. All in all, a pretty good conclusion. Now, I talked about this on stream last night, and there's a few things that I'll just play the clips of now before getting a bit deeper into, but it's not, like, perfect for Ruben, because he still may have won the overall case, but lost a lot of money doing it. So we have an update to the Roblox situation. This happened right before I posted the video on it too. So now I just look like I'm way fucking behind here. So Ruben won. Apparently, according to Ruben, Roblox and him have privately settled, so the case won't be going to trial. He gets to keep his social media accounts, and he didn't pay Roblox any money. The only caveat is he can't access their platform anymore. So he says if you have a Pacer account, you can look up the full agreement. And I can't show it on stream for some reason because it keeps insta-closing. But I don't have a Pacer account. I didn't even know what that was. I thought that was like the presidential fitness test renamed. Like the Pacer Grand Fitness. But apparently it's like a legal thing where you can look up all of these court cases. He had to pay $150,000 to the plaintiff, but from what I understand, that $150K didn't go to Roblox. It was to cover all the attorney fees. So he still had to foot a pretty hefty bill. So at the end of all of this shit, luckily it wasn't in the millions, but it still seems like he paid a fucking hefty price. So Ruben really came out on top, albeit down $150K. I don't know who works the Roblox legal team. I guess it must also be children, because this shit was garbage. This was apparently just a really frivolous lawsuit that just cost Ruben a lot of money for no reason. So that also makes me doubt all of the other claims. Ruben only posted part 1, so he only dissected the first major point against him and pretty much highlighted how it was all misleading and false. by like the one that he tackled was the photoshopped nude photo of a Roblox employee. He didn't photoshop the photo. The Roblox employee was literally running a porn blog during his entire time hired by Roblox on their payroll. So he just went to the porn blog and the dude's posting a nude photo of himself, which Ruben also posted in order to criticize. Couldn't he countersue for defamation? I don't think that's a good idea. I think, all things considered, Ruben got off really lucky. Roblox is a multi-billion-dollar company. They could have dragged this shit out into court for a long time and bled Ruben a lot more than $150K. I think, all things considered, this is a fat dubski for Ruben, even though it still cost him 6 figures. It could have been a lot worse. Yeah, so while they may have settled, Ruben still had to pay $150,000 for all the legal fees, which all things considered is a lot less than he could have faced, so it's still a bittersweet victory. Now, like I mentioned, there was a lot of allegations against Ruben, and they were horrible things, and he had a 3-part series ready in the pipeline to fucking fire through the cannon, the railgun, right at Roblox in order to defend himself. Only one of them's released, and I thought he did a great job of explaining how it was wrong. And the fact that Roblox has now dropped the entire case against him makes me believe the other accusations were also blatant lies and just wrong. So basically, Ruben paid $150,000 because Roblox wrote some fanfic in a legal document. Now, there is a really big silver lining to all of this, and it's perhaps the reason Roblox decided to settle in the first place. This case was huge. Everyone knew about it, even people that had no clue about Roblox drama or the Roblox community in general, like me, learned about this case because this was a massive deal. And from this, a lot of people also learned of some of Roblox's most awful secrets that they do their best to bury, such as the rampant child abuse, child grooming, and exploitation of child developers or children looking to be developers being exploited by Roblox developers for free labor. A whole myriad of terrible, terrible things came out as a result of Roblox trying to pop its cock into Ruben's mouth. And this is a big deal because now more people are aware of just how fucked up things have gotten on Roblox in certain places, such as the things I mentioned, but that's only the tip of the iceberg. It's also become well known to a lot of people that Roblox has an entire stock market system that incentivizes kids to participate in it, which leads to them getting like addicted to gambling and shit. It's real money too. It's not like fake money. It's real money. There's just so much going on with like Roblox that makes me scratch my head and wonder, how the fuck did more people not know about it? And it's all because of this lawsuit that now I'm aware of it and so many others are too. Which, to an uneducated troglodyte reptile brain person like me, makes me believe that this is the reason Roblox decided to settle with Ruben. Because as this case gained more and more steam, more and more people became aware of all of the fucked up shit going on their platform. So they were probably thinking it's not worth it anymore. This is a PR disaster. Because as parents learn that Roblox might not be the safest place for their kids, they're not going to allow their kids to go on Roblox. And that's their entire audience for the most part. It is like 90% children, and the other 10% are Roblox developers looking to make games for kids. And now Roblox looks extremely scummy, not just for this lawsuit against Ruben, which now you have to call into question the legitimacy of the claims they even lobbied against him. You have to wonder if any of the allegations they made were even real. So the trust with Roblox as like a reliable narrator here is broken, but they're also looked at extremely negatively because it's been proven by People Make Games, by Ruben, by others in the community, that they don't do anything to protect their players. These people have reported bad actors in the community, people that have been preying on kids or grooming kids. They have been reported extensively to Roblox, but they have disregarded it every time because it's happened off their platform. So they've completely washed their hands of it and said, doesn't matter, we're not going to do anything because it wasn't on the Roblox platform. Even though the predators were using their platform to get access to the victims, they still pushed it aside because the actual crimes, I suppose, happened on Discord or somewhere else. But then with this lawsuit, they proved that they do care about off-platform behavior, at least when it comes from a YouTuber troll, I guess. Because they targeted Ruben for off-platform behavior, but they won't do anything for people that are literally preying on kids off-platform, yet still using Roblox in order to do it. So it just makes Roblox look extremely fucking shady for this. Their priority isn't in protecting any of their players or making sure that the kids on their platform are safe. Their priority is making sure that a YouTuber can't make a mean tweet about the game. Like, it makes no sense, and Roblox looks extremely fucking dumb here. So, while Ruben may have lost $150,000 in legal fees, Roblox also lost their public image, I would say. Their reputation is in shambles, if you ask me. For anyone like that cares, obviously, like, kids probably aren't going to even know about any of this. But for parents, this has become a lot more prevalent. Now they know a lot more about Roblox and some of the awful shit that goes on the platform. And I think that's overall a good thing, because now maybe Roblox will take the initiative and start fixing these problems that have been reported for such a long time that they've been neglecting. So hopefully something good comes out of the whole situation, and hopefully Ruben still drops parts 2 and 3 of those videos, because I still think it would be worthwhile to defend himself from those allegations since they were so serious. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about this since it all kind of wrapped itself up, and that's about it. So yeah. Well, they did it. Roblox decided to double down on their decision to ban and threaten legal action against someone that was trying to keep their platform safer for children, a responsibility Roblox doesn't seem to want to do themselves, at least not in an efficient way. So the quick and dirty of it, if you don't know the lore, I'll give you the nutshell breakdown here. I made a video on it a couple days ago, but earlier this week, a YouTuber named Schlep just got permanently IP banned by Roblox HQ and threatened with legal action because he colored outside the lines here. He was a little naughty in the eyes of the Roblox corpo overlords, the fucking weasels in suits over there, those grease goblins. Apparently when Schlep was young, he was the victim of a bad actor on Roblox, and as he grew up, he wanted to do what he could to make the platform safer for children so they didn't have to experience what he did. And thus he started actively catching predators and has actually had a few of them even arrested. He is doing what he can to just try and make the platform safer. Roblox takes a huge issue with that. One of the big criticisms of Roblox that has existed for years is how poorly they handle predators on Roblox. They are very hands-off when it comes to safety. Basically, their philosophy boils down to the old Luigi method in Mario Party, where if you do nothing, maybe you'll win. But in this case, that is not happening. You see, their tactics here of basically just plugging their ears and closing their eyes and then wiping their ass with all of the reports that flood in, it's led to a massive issue with Roblox where there has been a very common occurrence of predators preying on kids through their platform. You've probably seen tons and tons of headlines about pedophiles through Roblox by this point. It's very clear that they are not efficient when it comes to handling this. So, the community has begun policing themselves, and Schlep was among those that were trying to do what they could to catch the predators and have them arrested, but it's not like they were going behind Roblox's back for it. Schlep was actively providing Roblox all of the evidence, all of the reports, even sending a physical binder to the Roblox headquarters, and still they sat on their hands, put their thumb up their ass, and spun around on it or something. I guess when the package arrived there, they must have treated it like the Unabomber was trying to reach them or something. Like, Schlep and all of these other predator catchers on Roblox are actively trying to go through the proper channels, so Roblox will be the ones to act on it, but they just haven't been. At least not enough, clearly, because there's still a huge problem on Roblox with this. So, Roblox shut him down and threatened legal action. That has led to a huge shitstorm for Roblox, rightfully so. This has made headlines across the globe here. A wacky new development is apparently Roblox Corporation's chief safety officer, Matthew Kaufman, just sold over $800,000 worth of company stock shortly after the platform issued a cease and desist to Schlep. Looking like a little panic over there at the HQ. That is seeming like there's some holes in the ship. You don't often see the chief safety officer cash out that much stock in the wake of a huge debate about the safety of the platform that he is supposed to be managing and operating efficiently. Sounds like he's a little worried that people are more alert to how poorly Roblox itself handles safety in general. Another thing that happened is a congressman is also now making a push for Roblox to do more to keep children safe on their platform. It's gotten so big, Roblox couldn't ignore it any further, so they put out a statement clarifying and doubling down on their decision to fight back against the vigilante groups, which is mind-boggling, just straight up fucking reflaffitating that they thought that this was somehow like a W, like a PR win here. We are fighting back against the vigilante groups. And then crickets when it comes to pedophiles. Why aren't you fighting the pedophiles? Why are you laser focused with the fucking crosshairs on the vigilantes that are fighting the pedophiles? Like, this is a wild hill to die on. We are sharing more information about why it was necessary to remove vigilantes from Roblox and the ways in which we review and act on reports of abuse on Roblox. While seemingly well-intentioned, the vigilantes we've banned have taken action that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment for users. I just need to stop right here and just take a pause. Schlepp and other vigilantes catching predators is not making the game more unsafe than it currently is by just having those predators running rampant with no one to stop them because you are not efficiently stopping them. Like, this is a crazy stance to take. Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate minors, actively approached other users, then tried to lead them to other platforms to have sexually explicit conversations, which is against our terms of use. Accurate, timely reporting from our community is important. Reporting through the appropriate channels, including our custom-designed reporting tools, immediately and with as much specific information as possible is the best way to help us remove bad actors from Roblox. These reporting tools are designed to capture key metadata and details that cannot be captured from an email or screenshot and enable faster, more efficient reviews and more thorough reporting to law enforcement when warranted. I'm going to take another break here real quick. When does that go live? Because that's definitely not live right now. Like, what do you mean? Like, that is the biggest problem. Everything you're saying right there is an absolute gobbledygook. Like, that's just mumbo jumbo. You're just saying words that aren't real. That is the big problem. No matter how many times people are reporting these bad actors through your channels, there is no efficient, fast reviewing that leads to the person being, kicked off the platform. There's so many cases of predators who have literally been arrested that still actually have their Roblox accounts live. Like, what are you talking about? That is blatantly false. And that is the issue. You can say you have all these tools and that you take in all of these reviews, but there's nothing that really shows that. It doesn't seem like if that is the case, it's made any difference. Maybe you need to overhaul that, or maybe you need to beef it up or something. Maybe you should work with the vigilante groups instead of vilifying them because they're doing a better job at getting the predators captured and taken off the platform than your systems are. I don't know why you view the vigilantes as enemies. Again, I can understand in general why vigilantes could be a bad thing, like on a broad scale, but when the company isn't doing things to ensure the safety of the users, well, vigilantes are super necessary to step in to do it for them, to keep the platform safe, because you are just not doing your job. Like, it makes no sense to me that they would be so combative with someone like Schlepp, where they'd cease and desist, ban him, and then threaten legal action. You could work with him. Why don't you guide him through the proper channels? He is doing a good service by getting these predators arrested. It is something you are not doing enough of. We realize that no platform is perfect, but we prioritize trust and safety because it's core to what we do as a company. It doesn't really seem like you prioritize it, by the way. It seems like your CEO is prioritizing trying to turn it into a fucking dating site for 17 plus, which, again, by the way, is a really weird age where he's trying to pitch a 17 plus dating service to a company, Roblox, so it'd be half gaming and half dating. It seems like that's the focus, because Dave fucking Bazooki here, the CEO of Roblox, can't stop yapping about it. It doesn't seem like the priority is trust and safety. That's all I'm saying. This is an area where we invest heavily and are always innovating. Helping keep our users safe is a critical part of our vision of connecting 1 billion people with optimism and civility, and is a strategic imperative for our creator community. And then just a bunch of blabbering here, all of which it doesn't seem to be true. Again, I understand they can't wipe them all out instantly, but it's clear that reports are falling on deaf ears. Like, there are predators, real predators, with irrefutable evidence that Roblox is not acting on. So there is a problem here, and it doesn't seem like they're doing enough. Then they go on to talk about just how many messages and how many users are on Roblox. Again, I understand there's millions and millions and a lot to go through, a lot to comb through. Which is why, again, I don't understand why they wouldn't be extending an olive branch to the vigilante groups who are clearly doing a good job at catching real predators that are on their platform. Roblox is missing them in a lot of cases. I don't know why they wouldn't want to work with them. Again, as they mention here, they've got, fucking billions of messages that get across, billions of reports that swipe across their desk every day. Why wouldn't you work with the community that is actively trying to help you and help keep the platform safe? So now they talk about why they've decided to remove vigilantes. We have been monitoring vigilante activity on Roblox for some time. These groups began by reporting safety concerns, commenting on news about Roblox, and challenging us to do better. We appreciate this feedback and use these reports to improve our safety systems. More recently, vigilante activity evolved. Instead of just reporting on safety issues, vigilantes started impersonating children and actively sought to connect with adult users. Those conversations mimicked inappropriate behavior and actively encouraged other users to connect on other social media and messaging platforms, thus bypassing Roblox's own safety systems. These were not one-off situations, and we saw the behavior accelerating across many accounts. This actively created an unsafe environment and normalized behavior that is both unacceptable on Roblox and is against our terms of use. Our policies prohibit directing other users off Roblox to another platform through chat and having/simulating sexually explicit conversations. These are serious policy violations that risk removal from the platform. Just reread your statement here, Roblox. You recognize that these groups were reporting all of this to you. And then you're confused on why they started doing more than just reporting. Could it possibly be because all of the reports they were sending your way for so long weren't leading to the predators getting kicked off the platform or anything? Could that possibly be the reason? Could you follow that trail of breadcrumbs of logic? Like, I don't know how they can be so delusional to not recognize the reason why it evolved beyond just reporting and then they started using like decoys to try and get more evidence is because you weren't acting on the reports. Thus, they gathered more evidence on these bad actors and turned it over to authorities who did act on it. The evidence was sufficient for the police to issue arrests and get the predators. But it wasn't enough for you guys to ban them or do anything like the bare minimum to protect children from these bad actors, these evil people. Like, I don't know why they're confused. They're making it sound like it's some kind of epidemic that spiraled out of control and Roblox was just doing everything by the book perfectly, when that's just not the case. The reason why it evolved so much is because you weren't doing enough. So the community started taking it upon themselves to try and act and do better and ensure the platform was a little safer for whatever they could do. They then have this section on the importance of accurate reporting, going over like they needs to act in accordance with their policies and all of that, and then due to privacy considerations, we cannot inform users whether reports have led to consequences. But the thing about that claim is, to me it seems like they're trying to hide behind their numbers. Like, we get so many reports and we just can't inform you if like your report led to that person getting banned, but just trust us, it probably did. Like, we're actually like, we're doing such a good job at getting them all banned. But the thing is, people aren't that fucking stupid. When you have found a bad actor, if you have found a predator and you're reporting that person, a lot of these people are following those accounts to ensure that they get banned because they are a danger to the community. And in a lot of cases, they're not getting banned. Like, they know that there hasn't been consequences. Whether or not Roblox is telling them, people can see for themselves when the accounts aren't banned. They then talk about how they actually go above and beyond. They work with law enforcement, following official legal guidelines around when it's appropriate to collaborate with them and provide information to help track bad actors across platforms to help keep users safe even beyond Roblox. In 2024, they submitted 24,522 reports to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They then say that on multiple occasions they found vigilante groups holding the reports to Roblox until after they had coordinated real-life meetups and built their own social media posts, and then explain why that's a bad thing, about how waiting to report to Roblox or the relevant authorities means alleged bad actors could potentially remain on the platform longer, leaving the community open to additional risks of harm. And they close out this section by saying that they recognize the community's frustration with how they handle violative behavior outside of Roblox, but they can't always act on all of it because a lot of it's screenshots and other messaging applications that need to be independently confirmed, because without verification it would open up significant abuse and misuse and all of that, so they have to do their due diligence. Overall, this is them saying that they actually take the reports very seriously and that they actually do a lot to try and keep Roblox safe, even beyond Roblox. They then also claim that some of the vigilante groups are like making social media posts about all of these bad actors before even reporting to Roblox. Of course, I don't know if that's all true or not. Very well could be. But the point still stands. There are a lot of bad actors on Roblox, even with all of the reports they act on and the ones that they report to the proper authorities. There is still a huge infestation of these evil people. And the vigilante groups, the ones that Roblox is fighting tooth and nail against, whether they like it or not, they are making a difference in making the platform safer. Roblox can, submit all of these reports and do as much as they can, but as they showcase, they get so many and they can't go through all of them. They can't thoroughly investigate every single one. They can't analyze every single screenshot from every off-platform message. They know that. They do even hint at that. But these vigilante groups, in a lot of cases, do go the extra mile for a lot of these individuals, and it leads to them getting arrested and away from children. It takes the predator away from victims. It makes the platform safer. It's not something Roblox should be battling against so vehemently. I really just don't understand why they don't try and work more collaboratively with people like Schlepp or Gideon, who are actively getting these predators arrested. That's the big problem. Roblox isn't doing enough to keep children safe, and instead of trying to find more ways of keeping predators away from children, instead they're trying to legally strong-arm vigilantes into silence and just leaving it all alone and letting Roblox handle it. Put their trust in Roblox, a platform that has repeatedly let down so many people when it comes to getting these bad actors taken off the platform and away from victims. It is a problem that Roblox has done nothing to help with this statement here. This doubling down about this being like some kind of righteous fight against vigilantes is just so off the mark, it's crazy. They then spend a paragraph giving you a tutorial on how to report users, which is just completely useless. It's like giving you a tutorial on how to get ice cream at McDonald's. The fucking machines are broken. It's useless. You can report people till the cows come home. It's not working. That is the issue. They then talk about their Trusted Flagger program, where close and trusted partners can report serious criminal activity such as terrorism, violent extremism, or child exploitation directly to Roblox. And the idea is that the Trusted Flaggers are someone that Roblox puts a lot of weight on with their reports. But the Trusted Flagger program, while it sounds good in theory, is actually highly neglected. And from what I've read from a bunch of people with this program in particular, it doesn't do anything more than just a normal report. It doesn't seem like they actually take into consideration the trusted flag more than the normal report. Overall, I found this response from Roblox to be horrible. The doubling down was just a terrible call here. And it almost reads like Roblox is more upset that people are aware of the predator problem as opposed to the predator problem existing in the first place. It seems like Roblox would rather people just be completely ignorant to it, just silence on it, while it's still being in the background. It doesn't seem like they care so much that the predators exist, they just care that people are talking about the predators existing now. Their priorities are just so out of whack. Threatening legal action against someone who was victimized on your game and is just trying to do what they can to make it better, and just a blanket removing all vigilantes type approach to things here is just nonsensical, because the community is in a position where it needs those vigilante groups because Roblox hasn't done enough to protect them. It's crazy to me. Anyway, I just wanted to give you the follow-up to all this. That's really about it. See ya. It's been a pretty wild last couple of years for Roblox, with a lot of information being exposed about some very bad people in the community that have done some awful things, as well as even Roblox themselves putting on the clown suit and doing some absolute dumb, awful ideas, such as suing a YouTuber for $1.6 million, which ended up being a giant nothing burger and a huge mistake on their part. They just ended up looking really silly and stupid in that case, and really, Roblox has been kind of like Gotham City recently, with the amount of terrible shit going on and actual crime. I'm not exaggerating, real crime, and that's what I want to talk about today. Ruben Sim, the YouTuber that was being sued for $1.6 million, but walked away with a huge dub, has still been fighting the good fight against some predators in the Roblox developer community, and one of them is now looking at potentially 2 life sentences. So huge hats off to Ruben for helping make this happen. The FBI did step in and make the arrest after conducting their own thorough investigation on that same individual, and hopefully all of that goes well in court and is sentenced properly, because this shit is downright deplorable. And Ruben Sim also highlights all of the floundering that Roblox did when handling this. They didn't take any of this seriously. This was an open pedophile who was preying on minors in the community, saying terrible, awful shit, doing terrible things, and Roblox themselves did nothing to stop it, and it eventually culminated in this individual getting a 15-year-old girl into a stranger's Uber, going 700 miles across the country to meet him at his apartment, and authorities busting in shortly after, since they were closely monitoring this guy. Overall, absolute dog shit handling of this case by Roblox. They did nothing to protect the children that use their service, and it is mostly children. They did nothing when confronted with this information about a pedophile who had an extremely popular game on their platform and was using that level of fame to actively prey on minors. They did nothing really to stop it. Ruben took it into his own hands and worked with other members of the community in order to try and get this individual held accountable and taken off of the platform. So great shit all around from Ruben. Definitely go show him some love. His channel link is in the description of this video. And now I'm just going to show you some of the video he made talking about all of this and going over it from top to bottom. A Roblox dev got arrested by the FBI. What, today? Is in Ruben Sim's new video. But did it happen today, or is he covering the... Because I know one dev got arrested quite some time ago. So is this a new one? The arrest happened a few days ago. Oh, shit. Because there was a former dev that did get arrested. But that wasn't, like, super recent.
When I first learned about Arnold, I only knew him by his online aliases. He named himself Shadletsky, after one of Roblox's founders, John Shadletsky. And like convincing people that he was his brother. Seems legit, right?
Let me see. Can you prove you're actually Shadletsky's brother? No, it would require effort. Couldn't care less about doing effort. Just got done doing the most complicated physics you'll ever see in Roblox. So any more effort can suck my dick. What? What? Is this the physics? He sent a screenshot of, what, a Chaos Emerald or something? Like, what is this supposed to fucking be? This weird little sapphire. That does look like the most complicated physics I have ever seen in my life, though. It's sonic spin dashing.
Over the span of 5 years, Arnold went from being one of Roblox's highest paid developers to being indicted on 2 felonies, facing 2 life sentences and $500,000 in fines.
Holy shit.
From what I understand, all of this started in 2017. Arnold was in the early stages of creating a Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off game called Sonic Simulator.
Oh my god, it actually was sonic spin dashing, wasn't it? This is a callback to something a while ago. Is this that YouTube channel that was like an open pedophile?
Spin-off game called Sonic Simulator. Here's a video from his YouTube channel showing...
That guy also made Sonic games, though, which is fucking wild. The guy that was, like, openly admitted to being a pedophile.
Got 90 million visits. It was well monetized, fully voiced, and it had a decently sized community. And that's where the problems began.
It was pretty common knowledge that these jokes were being made in my community. Maybe not to the extent it actually occurred,
Jesus Christ.
but definitely known. So far as to the point where I was known as the old man with kids in his basement.
We'll come back to this video later.
Are you sure that's someone different? Because I feel like we heard that. Are these 2 different people? No, this is a brand new video. I definitely haven't seen this. Here, I'll just pull up what I'm talking about, so that way we can immediately compare. I don't know why I'm asking the fucking chat, who half the time suffers from short-term memory loss anyway. I think it was called the Andrew Files that did the deep dive. Is this the one I'm thinking? No, actually, it was, this was something different. It was, oh, God. There's been so many goddamn Roblox predators. What? My God. People make games. Thank you. That was the one. I couldn't remember the full video on that. Yeah, people make games. The Roblox pressured us to delete our video.
Content one?
They covered someone in here that I think is the same guy that we're talking about right now, who's facing the 2 life sentences. Yeah, responding to the document allegations. Okay, so then this is someone we learned about. I really thought it was familiar. Yeah, because the Jeter Man YouTube channel.
Apologizing for the things I've said.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't have said those things regardless of the context. Moving forward, I will not have this behavior.
Okay. So this guy finally got justice delivered then, from the sound of things here.
You're the reason I'm
What
gonna
the
end
fuck?
up behind bars. Wow, that one aged well. These are just a few of the messages Arnold
Oh, he
sent to
wasn't
this young
wrong.
girl, and she wasn't the only one.
My sense of humor has always been very harsh, dark humor, if you will.
Oh,
And while it doesn't excuse
God.
my behavior, it does reveal that I had no intention on moving on any of the things I said.
I can just hear the fedora in his voice. Right now, he's got a pinky up as he's saying these things. Ugh. Christ.
By the way, Arnold uses a voice changer to make his voice sound deeper. Here's what he actually sounds like.
What?
Moving forward, I will not have this behavior. This shouldn't have been a joke in the first place.
He was very careful with what he said because he knows not to step over the fine line of joking around.
Yeah, that's the impression I got from seeing these messages. Yeah. That seems like a guy who's... He knows where to tap dance on the line between right and wrong when it comes to jokes. Interesting.
Obviously, the DMs that were exchanged between Jaden and the victims were not okay.
Also, there's nothing quite like calling minors to prove you're not a pedophile. Quite the big brain strategy. No, look, I'm not a pedophile. Here's a 17-year-old on my payroll who can say such.
Towards the end of the video, he shifts the blame onto the 12-year-old and calls her an attention seeker.
First things first. Red, what I said to you earlier about my apology was completely sincere, and I hope you can someday let go of this hatred. However, I will call you out on this because you cannot be claiming to be an angel.
Yes, victim blaming the child. What's really sad is looking at the like-dislike ratio here. He didn't, like, get slapped down with the dislikes. So he must have actually had support from the community, which is fucking crazy.
Since the video is over half an hour long, I created my own video breaking it down in less than 7 minutes. Surprisingly, Arnold's main account was deleted not long after my conversation with this staff member. Arnold, however, prepared for this.
Also, I'm pretty sure this account is on the... So Roblox has, like, a public wall of shame that is actively updated anytime there's movement like that with bans. What is it called? I think it's Roblox. They have like an FBI's Most Wanted for Roblox, and I can't remember what they call it. Does anyone remember? Is it terminated players? Because I remembered it being more than that. But there's like a different one, though. That's like much more focused on like the worst of the worst. Is it oh, it's controversial. Here it is. Thanks. Yeah. You have like a mugshot and then why they're controversial. Surely he would be here, I would think. Or maybe this is like too extreme for even the controversial wanted board. On September 9th, 2021, his account was terminated for swearing in front of a Roblox intern using voice chat on one of his alternative accounts. And he's earned his place in the hall of evil of Roblox. So yeah, perhaps like actual pedophilia and shit is a little too extreme to be on this wiki. I think that makes sense.
If DevRel really wanted to protect their users, they'd have deleted his game and curbed his Roblox income. Roblox's bottom line depends on parents trusting the company with their kids' safety, and that's not going to happen if this is the response to child predators.
Very true, but I think one thing Ruben misunderstands is parents don't even care if the shit's safe for their kids. They just need something to distract them. So much parenting these days is just placing a fucking iPad in front of them and letting them go unmonitored on the internet, unsupervised, and then getting mad if something happens and blaming the companies for it. Like, that's just the most fucking common parenting technique at this point. I don't even think they care if Roblox is necessarily safe as long as it doesn't cost them money somehow or cause some kind of issue.
2 weeks later, he tweeted, "Thanks for driving more money to my game, man.
Oh my
Jeez,
God.
you guys are really fucking stupid by giving me all this publicity."
Man's capitalizing off being outed as a pedophile, talking about raping kids. To the kids.
I spoke with a detective who really seemed like he wanted to help, but since I didn't know anything about Arnold's real identity, there wasn't much they could do. The only people who could have known who he actually was Roblox. Since Arnold was approved for the developer exchange, they must have had all his personal info. Had someone at Roblox been the one to make that call, it's my belief that Arnold would have been arrested years ago. Less than 4 months later, Arnold posted a YouTube video showing that he's still the owner of the game. I also noticed the same Discord server he was using to procure
How brazen.
underage girls was still linked on his game's page. I messaged the staff member asking if they could remove it, and his response was, "They can just add it back." Things stayed pretty quiet.
That's like, who works at Roblox? Actual children too? That's like some shit I'd say as a kid, like, what's the point in showering? I'm just gonna get dirty again. Like, it's not even the point. Like, taking action is still worth it, even if it could just be added again.
I really didn't have time to continue with all this. I'd just gone through a lawsuit from Roblox, and I really wanted to get back to making videos, so I forgot about everything until May, when one of my viewers told me Arnold had disappeared. He wasn't talking in his Discord server or responding to messages. A few people thought he killed himself. As it turns out, Arnold had been arrested by the FBI.
Following some breaking news
God
at
damn.
6 o'clock, 22-year-old Arnold Castillo of New Jersey is facing federal charges. The reason we're covering this
In
story...
December, he took interest in another underage girl from his Discord server.
Oh,
This girl was
shit, okay.
15. Arnold was 28. and
So
he
the FBI
decided
went on
to
their own
bribe
side
Uber
quest and got
driver
him.
$1,000 to have her picked up and transported 700 miles across state lines to his home in New Jersey. When her mom noticed she was missing, she called the police. 2 days passed before she was able to meet with a sergeant and a detective at police headquarters, where she told them about Arnold. She knew of him by his fake name and the fact that a few months prior he had placed orders on Amazon to her house, including several $1,000s worth of electronics that were canceled after the delivery deadline was missed. The police got a hold of Arnold over the phone, and of course he claimed his name was Jacob Shedletsky.
Can you just imagine a world where Roblox actually takes pedophiles seriously, and then he's never in a position where he pays an Uber driver to transport a child 700 miles away from her parents to be with him? That is entirely on Roblox's plate right there. That is entirely their fucking fault. This could have been squashed 2 years, well, this was 2022. Yeah, 2 years prior.
In the video, Castillo's voice can be heard narrating over images regarding allegations that he is a pedophile. Based on his vocalized rebuttals, the allegations sourced from unidentified fellow social media users who were reportedly juveniles. Those users had apparently informed Castillo that they were teenagers, and he ensued by making sexual advances and other derogatory remarks towards them.
This has to be one of the first times where a YouTuber apology video is actually cited in a legitimate arrest. That's big. Dr. Rofatnik really fucked Arnold Castillo here by making that apology video with the deep voice modulator.
When I learned about all this, I called my local police back and asked them to forward the info I gave them to the FBI. Arnold has since pled not guilty, and his trial is scheduled for November 7th.
He'll take a plea deal. No doubt in my mind. He's not going to try and fight it. With the overwhelming evidence and a physical sting operation that observed a minor going into his apartment after being reported as missing, and then the $1,000 bribe to the Uber driver to bring them there, and the getting all of his messages, no shot. He's going to take a plea deal. Really fumbled that one there, huh, Roblox? This is still all supposed. Well, he's not found guilty on it yet, I suppose. So yeah, I suppose the right word is alleged. But he has himself confirmed all of the things he said to minors, even blamed them for attention seeking by bringing it up. And then the goddamn FBI investigated and caught physical evidence, watched a minor go into his apartment after the whole missing persons report on a child. It's pretty solid evidence, I would say. I think we can at least surmise with a high level of confidence that not guilty is probably not the right word here. God damn. That is actually crazy. Good shit, Ruben. Ruben is actually like the Batman of Roblox. Even though he wasn't the one that ended up leading to the arrest of the Predator, I still think his information is going to be integral to the case. They found the apology video on their own, but Ruben compiled like all other relevant information to forward to them. So now this guy's facing 2 life sentences, right? Is that what it was? Yeah, 2 life sentences. And this could have all been avoided. Well, this guy was a pedophile before Roblox, but the actual victim going there in person could have been avoided had Roblox just done the bare minimum of taking a pedophile seriously. At the very least, he has been caught. which is more than we can say for the other predators from Roblox that we learned about over the last year or so. Title's not clickbait. Roblox is officially planning on adding a dating component to their game. And I think it's a horrible idea. There's nothing wrong with finding true love in the cyberspace. I mean, I saw many marriages happen in RuneScape, right? Like, it is something that happens, and there's nothing weird about that or icky, yucky, nothing peculiar. But when you take a game that is primarily played by children, Roblox, and you try and add a dating component to it, which is 17 plus, which is very weird, by the way, to make it 17 instead of 18. I think that is an alarmingly stupid decision to do 17 when you could have just easily done 18, but regardless. To take a children's playground and then hijack it with a new component where you invite adults to be romantic with each other is really weird. It'd be like telling your Tinder date to meet you at the local elementary school. Well, I guess not exactly. It'd be more like if your local elementary school was hosting an event for adults to come in and meet each other and form romantic relationships with one another while class is still in session. So as the adults are in their own separate wing of the elementary school, like their own little ballroom to meet each other, the kids are still there playing at the elementary school too. It's just so fucking weird. Why have the adults go to the elementary school to do that? It's fucking bizarre. It's also made even weirder by the fact that some of the participants here in the dating pool aren't even adults. They're 17. They're legally not adults. So it's even more strange. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with finding your soulmate while playing a game. But usually it's just because you two found each other while playing the game itself instead of the game offering a service for you to like meet and fuck or whatever. Like RuneScape, for example, doesn't have like RuneScape XXX where adults go in there and start emoting where it looks like they're thrusting into each other at like a church ceremony or something. That just happened in the game, naturally because these two people met each other and then set up the wedding. There wasn't some officially endorsed exclusive nightclub for adults to go to in RuneScape to meet each other. Whereas Roblox is offering that in a children's game. It's so out of place and alarming, really. And you already know kids are going to try and find ways around the restrictions that are supposed to keep them out. It's just a really weird decision. Is there anyone in the world that thinks this is a good idea? I can't imagine a single argument for it. Why would Roblox want a dating app component to it? And also, why 17? Why not just make it 18? The fuck is the point? You could just make it 18. Just go on Second Life at that point. Or just go anywhere else. Boo! Quick jump scare. I just want to quickly shout out Starforge Systems, the best PCs in the universe. It's a company I've been a part of since the start. And recently, I guess a lot of people are waking up and opening their third eye to the beauty of PC gaming because I've been getting asked a lot about where to start when it comes to PC gaming. So I just want to quickly talk about Starforge because we have the best PCs available. If you're someone who's just starting to dabble with PC gaming, we have a line called the Horizon series, which is just perfect for the everyday gamer. Or if you're someone looking for top-of-the-line equipment, top-notch, looking to upgrade to the best available, we have an entire line called the Voyager series. At Starforge, we have several different PCs at different price points, so you can always find the PC that's right for you and your needs. It's premium quality, impeccable attention to detail, white glove service at an accessible price point, and each computer comes with a full 2-year parts and labor warranty. Also, the logo is a hammer, not a penis. So yeah, if you're looking to upgrade your current PC or looking to get started with PC gaming, I highly recommend Starforge. I'll put a link in the description below. I don't know why people would want to date each other over Roblox. I don't see that happening. This just feels like even more tools for predators to prey on kids. Because you already know kids are going to fake their age for this. Apparently the verification they use is government ID plus a selfie, I think is what it was. So you could easily just have a kid take his parents' license and then just have them take a selfie, like send them a selfie. Like they release this news and then they go on Twitter to see who's celebrating it and then they put them on a watch list. Like this whole sentence is so fucking dumb. Roblox really wants to move beyond being an app for kids, and that includes making it a place where adults can actually meet and date. Why, though? Like, just fucking why? There are very few adults that are playing Roblox. Like, there definitely are adults that play, but not that many. Why give them a place to date? Have them take it elsewhere. If you want to move beyond just being an app for kids, then start somewhere else that's not immediately into fucking dating. God, that's goofy. I couldn't imagine thinking I'm lonely, maybe I'll find a girlfriend on Roblox. I couldn't imagine that either. I really can't. Like, there's nothing wrong with meeting your significant other online or anything. Like, if you, like, queuing up together and you just hit it off. That happens quite a bit. And it's like a real relationship and shit. But it never happens in, like, Roblox dating app. Or I don't even think it's going to be an app, right? As I understand it, it's basically just going to be like Roblox dating zones. So like a PvP zone. But for lonely adults, I guess. It's probably going to cost money. No, I don't think so. Let me check. I haven't read this article. I read a different one. Let me see if this has anything about it costing money. The company recently added experiences that can only be played by users who have verified that they're 17 or older, meaning that people hanging out in those exclusive experiences can be relatively sure they're spending time with people who are old enough to be there. Next year, Roblox is planning to release an AI-powered tool that will let you make an avatar with an image and a text prompt, which could help you make a more realistic version of yourself. And with the platform soon to launch Roblox Connect video chat feature, people who form a connection could move a video call to talk more. It's so fucking weird. Move over Minecraft girlfriends, Roblox girlfriends are in town. True. Roblox is the new sheriff on the block now. And also, why even add video calls? What possible reason could there be for that? Xbox Live used to have video calls, and it wasn't used that often. And when it was some degenerate shit. Like Xbox 360 Arcade Uno had video chat capabilities, and it was usually just for people to be fucking themselves on the cam. It was like early Omegle. Usually just jerking off, playing porn, or just actually having sex on the Uno cams. I loved Uno video chat. Yeah, I mean, it was fucking crazy. It was actually crazy. I remember I went to an Uno lobby once, and one of the people had... I don't know if they were just playing a video or if they were actually doing this, but their cam was just... It was just a video of one guy eating another dude's ass while on an inflatable raft in a swimming pool. I don't know if they just had their Xbox cam facing their computer screen and were playing that, or... even more incredibly, they brought the Xbox Live cam out onto their patio, and then the two just started eating each other's asses out on the inflatable raft. Roblox is already kind of a metaverse adjacent game, and it seems like it's leaning really hard into that. A Fortune 500 company will use Roblox experience as part of their recruiting process. A school will integrate a full K-12 curriculum with Roblox, including language courses with schools in other countries and virtual field trips. This is exactly why our IQ is deteriorating. Ah, yes, in the future, you'll attend all of your classes through Roblox with an intense curriculum. That's so fucking dystopian. Holy shit. People are more isolated than ever, and everything is leaning into it even further. Keep people away from other people. Go to school in Roblox. What the fuck? That is abominable. Why? Homie has to beat doors to graduate. Hey, we're going on a field trip to Meep City, class. Get ready. And please avoid the avatar Jim Wool. He's like the class boogeyman. For 17 plus verified people and 17 plus experiences, thousands of adults will meet for the first time in Roblox dating experiences and subsequently form real life relationships. Why 17? They're not an adult yet. You should have just made it 18. You shouldn't have done it at all, but if you're going to do it, at least make it fucking 18. For some reason, they went with like the restricted parameters for movies, where it's like 17 for an R-rated movie. But in the real world, as an adult, it's not till 18. It should have just been 18. This is so stupid. Classic Roblox. Roblox employees will spend more time using Roblox for remote meetings than with video. We will share a universal civility metric and show that for most players it increases over time. Some Roblox creators will make more from selling physical merchandise on Roblox than virtual merchandise. Roblox will be a frequent communication channel for my family. Why would you be happy about that? Mom and dad are communicating to their child just through Roblox. No meaningful family bonding experiences. Their trips together are Roblox virtual field trips like number 9 says. Pack your bags, Junior. We're going on a Roblox trip. This time we're going all the way to Survivor Island Turbo. A top fashion designer will be discovered on Roblox without having any experience in physical fashion. A musician will perform live to over 1 million people on Roblox using a phone for motion capture. A Roblox developer will be valued at $1 billion. You're telling me a Roblox developer earned 50 mil in a year? Which game? It is actually mind-boggling how much money Roblox developers make. For those that don't know, the individual games you play on Roblox are made by community members or studios that work and make games on there. And they make money themselves, while Roblox, the parent company, makes money on the back end as well. But you as the developer can generate money through it. And apparently a Roblox developer has earned more than 50 mil in a year for one of their games, which is crazy. I guess we'll see if these predictions come true, but one thing I'll say with my whole chest is that a Roblox dating app is fucking awful. And it's nonsensical to make it 17 plus instead of 18. I can already see all of the weirdo predators that use this, and they're like, oh, but they're 17. And it's like, no, goofball. They're still not an adult yet. It's not 17, it's 18. You're going to jail. It's like, but Roblox set me up. Roblox set me up as a fucking honeypot. I feel like back when people envisioned a digital world, they didn't picture a bunch of discount Lego people. That doesn't even matter, though. Like, that doesn't bother me at all. The way Roblox looks does not bother me. Look at BattleBit. You can make great games that look very silly. What bothers me is just how many pies they're trying to put their fingers in. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me why they try and go, like, the dating route. The new age category, 17 plus, will allow for more graphic content and adult themes than Roblox has permitted to date, including depictions of heavy bloodshed and alcohol use. What about titties, though? Do they let titties fly in there? Because if so, once again, why not just make it 18 plus? I don't know where they got 17 from. I don't know where that came from. It should have just been a blanket 18 across the board. I know this category is already in the game, I'm aware. Just checked, 17 plus only worlds are available. There's things like bar night and stuff like that. That's so fucking cute. Bar night, let's go. You already know it's just a bunch of little kids thinking they're fucking hot shit for going to the bar. They probably tell the middle school lunch table all about it. Like, yeah, I got a fake ID for Roblox bar hopping. 38% of Roblox daily users last year were over 17, and it's the fastest growing user age group is 17 to 24. The majority of Roblox creators are now over 18, and the company thinks they're ready to build more mature worlds on the platform. It's always so cute. It's always so fucking cute that they say that so confidently. Yeah, because I'm sure kids are being honest with their age when they input it, and I already know that's the only data they're using. How old are you? Are you under 17? No. Okay. It's all kids just lying about their age. And they're just using this data like it's real. 38% of Roblox daily users over 17. My fucking left butt cheek. No shot. I know there are adults that play it, but that is not 38. Nearly half of Roblox being adults is inconceivable. It's clear that Roblox isn't ready for fully adult experiences with this category. More romantic themes are permitted, but nudity and content that depicts sexual activity or seeks real-world romantic relationships is not. This didn't age well, because they're making an entire service dedicated to Roblox dating. And while more graphic violence is allowed, the platform's new guidelines prohibit extreme violence or serious physical or psychological abuse. Like I said, I know there are some adults that play Roblox, but it is not the majority of their player base, nor is it one they should really be trying to capitalize off of. I think they should have been more than content with just being the biggest children's game. Up there with fucking Minecraft. It's like making a fucking dating service and all of that is so weird. Roblox is a platform that needs no introduction, yet every time I talk about it, I feel compelled to remind people that this is like one of the most profitable things on the planet. This game has become more popular than oxygen, but I'm sure all of you already know that. There's not a soul on this planet that hasn't at least heard the name Roblox. You could live underground just feeding off dirt, and somehow I'm sure the name Roblox made it down to the subterranean culture. Like, it is actually that big. But for some parents that stay in the know about the happenings on the online space, Roblox is a name that might send some shivers down your spine, because there is a big problem in the community that has existed for a while, one that the Roblox headquarters plugs its ears to and even actively tries to bury or dissuade people from trying to solve the problem themselves. That problem being predators. There have been innumerable cases of Roblox predators preying on children through the platform. It's led to so many national headlines about this issue, and it's gotten so bad that there are YouTubers and like vigilante groups on the game that have taken matters into their own hands to try and catch and get these predators arrested so they can make the platform safer for children. Roblox themselves don't do enough to keep the platform safe, so the community has taken it upon themselves to do it themselves. Like, Roblox always claims that they're working on it, but they're really not. They're doing the equivalent of going to the gym and hitting 2 sets of dilly-dally and calling it a day. They don't actually do much for this.
Has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation, because I catch predators on their platform. Within the last year, me and my team have gotten 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Almost all of them have admitted to doing this before to other Roblox users.
This is a YouTuber named Schlep who has been working to get predators arrested that are preying on children through the Roblox platform. And Roblox has now permanently banned him, like IP ban, banished all of his accounts to the Shadow Realm, and he is facing potential legal problems for this. It's pretty odd considering Roblox willingly turns a blind eye to the pedophile plague on their platform, but will laser focus, dial in, and fucking call in like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs in order to try and wipe out people like Schlep that try and stop the predators themselves. So instead of stopping the predators, Roblox stops the people stopping the predators. It's really backwards, if you ask me. That shit doesn't make any sense. Like, just let that marinate in your head for a moment. Like, I understand vigilante groups can sometimes be a problem, but when you as the company are doing nothing to actually stop it yourself, what other options are there? The community has to take matters into their own hands and start policing themselves to try and keep the platform safe, since Roblox is really dropping the ball on it. Like, for some reason, they don't even get out of bed when they hear about a pedophile on the platform, but if they hear about a YouTuber doing something to stop that, shit, they fire up like Dracula. They sit up like The Undertaker and they get to business. They go to work. So, this is not the first time this has happened. They have come after people like Schlep before, the people that are actively trying to make the platform safer, and it just doesn't make any sense. The CEO seems to be too busy trying to pitch Roblox as a dating platform in addition to being for gaming. I already made a video talking about the lunacy of this idea, but it is like chumming the waters for sharks. The sharks in this case being pedophiles. Anyone who knows anything about Roblox and has a functioning frontal lobe should tell you what a recipe for disaster this is to turn a platform that mainly targets children into also having a dating site component to it. That he wants to be 17 plus, which is a weird number to choose for that, by the way. But the CEO, Dave fucking Hakalugi Bazooki, really is fixated on trying to make this a reality of turning Roblox into a dating site in addition to its gaming. But they can't even protect children from pedophiles now. Imagine when they try and implement this to it.
Hilarious. Roblox is actively claiming that I am hurting their players. Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk sexually to predators, like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you watch these videos, you know how the chats are going, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord, and they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites.
Let's take a peek at this real quick. While Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, your methods, including failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox's established safety protocols and critically are exposing Roblox's users to increased risk. If that isn't the fattest load of barnacles you've ever tried to swallow, I don't know what is. The big thing with everyone that is actively trying to keep the platform safer, like people like Schlep trying to catch predators, they report them immediately. That is the number one thing they do. The problem is, and you can look this up there yourself, there are so many articles that detail how nonchalant Roblox is when it comes to these reports. The problem is, Roblox doesn't act on it. So as far as I know, in all of these predator catching groups, the first thing they do is report it through the proper channels on Roblox, but the issue is that report just makes it directly to the shitter at Roblox HQ for them to flush it. I don't know where it goes, but I guess it just goes somewhere to collect dust at Roblox. It falls into the goddamn back rooms. So they never actually act on any of the reports. So the proper channels are fucking useless. It's baffling. And in a lot of cases, Schlepp's about to give you an example, even when a predator is arrested, like a Roblox predator is arrested, they don't even ban that account that is associated with them a lot of times. It's craziness. To say like he's not doing this the right way because he's not reporting it through Roblox is just incorrect, and also laughable for them to claim that by not doing that, he's putting users at more risk. How does that make any sense? How is him trying to catch these predators somehow putting children in harm's way? Like, more so than Roblox doing nothing except sitting on these reports forever, maybe using them as, like, scribbling paper at the office, like a coloring book? Like, how is what he's doing, actively trying, at least, to stop predators, putting users more at risk? The next barrage of mumbo-jumbo from Roblox is equally baffling, saying that he's engaging in simulated child endangerment. Well, I guess kind of, because there are predators on your platform that are talking sexually to him and his group that are pretending to be kids. And according to Schlepp, they're not initiating those inappropriate conversations. The predators are just there. The call's coming from inside the house on Roblox. He is not going out of his way to create pedophiles to catch. They are there. So the conversations do happen because the predators are there having them. And you have to imagine that in most cases, they're not having them with a vigilante group trying to catch them. They're having them with real children that are in real danger from these pedophiles that are running rampant on the platform. Now, the next thing they talk about, moving them to a new platform? What the fuck? As Schlepp mentions, a lot of the conversations do end up off the Roblox service on things like Discord. And apparently that's an issue with Roblox too, that they've taken users from Roblox and brought them to Discord. It's almost like they were upset that they lost a user there to somewhere else. Like, no, bring them back. You're not allowed to. You're trying to poach our community. We're gonna lose pedophiles if you keep catching them, and we need that to pump up our numbers. Are you kidding me? No. That's a big problem.
I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban of every single account that I own. That's just crazy. I can't even fathom that. They also say sharing or soliciting personally identifiable information. I have no idea what they're referring to this. I would love to know what they're talking about. Are they referring to the fact that I give the information of the predators that we find to the police? Like, the people we're talking to are predators.
Another weird one here from the slimy suits at Roblox Corp. What do you mean personally identifiable information? It almost sounds like they care more about the privacy of the predators than the act of actually stopping them. It's like, whoa, you just shared some of our users' data without our permission. Are you kidding me? You're fucking doxing a pedophile on our platform? Nope. That is not permissible. We do not support that at all. Like, what the fuck? Like, it'd be entirely unnecessary if you would just do your job and give that personal information to the authorities so that way the predators could get arrested, but you're not doing it. So people like Schlepp have to. Like,
most insulting thing is that they told me I'm not reporting people quick enough and I'm not reporting them through the right outlets. Tell me the right outlets. I have been trying to figure this out for like a year now. This here is Nepali Incel. This person actually made credible threats to the Las Vegas sphere in a Roblox game. And I saw this with my own two eyes. And the reason why it's a credible threat, it is because the FBI went ahead and arrested someone for making threats within that same game. I made a moderation ticket about it, and I even actually made a report to the FBI about this. Where is the cease and desist letter for him? Where is the IP ban for him? Are you gonna ban all of this dude's accounts?
Roblox uses the proper channels as like kind of this shield, but it's really a myth. It doesn't seem to actually exist because nobody knows the proper channels. They're doing all of like the reporting that they can to Roblox through everything they think is the proper channels. But Roblox, I guess, isn't very clear with what they are because they keep saying, nope, still not using the right channels. Well, what the fuck are they? Nobody seems to know how to access the proper channels. It's like a fucking Call of Duty Zombies Easter egg. How do you get there? Why don't you explain it then? Why don't you make it more clear? Because as of now, everyone is reporting it through what they believe is the right channels, the ones that are readily available and accessible to people to report through. But those, I guess, aren't the right ones. So where the fuck are they and how can they access them? It's ridiculous. It is absolutely absurd. And then he makes a mention here of how, like, this one guy who did get arrested for credible terrorist threats still has his account active on Roblox. And there are predators that have been arrested and are currently in jail that still have their accounts active on Roblox. Like, they do not act on this shit, but they will act immediately if they catch a whiff of somebody trying to take matters into their own hands to stop it themselves to make the platform safer. They're instantaneously right there at their door ready to slap them with some legal paperwork here. It's just craziness.
This is literally how it goes. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban after we reach out to them regarding felony arrests. What I typically have to do is report cases to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, or go on the news to show gameplay of our decoys with the predators on Roblox. I've literally felt so lost at trying to get the attention of Roblox regarding these predators. I've created binders with all the chat logs, and I've sent it to their headquarters in San Mateo, California. This is the first time Roblox has ever directly reached me out. Instead of trying to say, hey, we want to work with you, or literally giving me a line to report these people, or simply saying, don't make these videos anymore, we're gonna ban you, Roblox just terminated every account I own and sent me this cease and desist.
I feel like it's pretty clear in this case, Schlepp has literally done everything he can to try and let Roblox be the one to get these predators off the platform, putting the ball in their court, hoping that they will do the right thing and act on this information, at the very least investigate it, but they're not, which is why there are groups that are doing it themselves. That's the issue. He has literally exhausted every possible avenue and I guess still hasn't found the proper channel, even though he even sent like physical evidence to their actual brick and mortar location and still got nothing. Like, it's very clear that there is no real proper channels, but they really don't like people trying to stop the predator problem themselves. But Roblox also doesn't want to do it either. So, I mean, what options are left? Just let that continue, let that fester, let Roblox be a platform where children are just completely unsafe? I don't think that's exactly a bright future. This is a platform that does desperately need to be cleaned up. It is a huge problem there, and Roblox isn't doing it. Schlepp then tells a very personal experience he had on Roblox when he was a kid, and how he was also a victim of these type of evil people. And when his mother reached out to Roblox to report all of that and give the evidence about everything that had happened to her son, Roblox didn't act on it, and that individual still wasn't banned until years later. There is a problem, and Roblox isn't solving it, so the community is doing what they can to try and keep it safer. But Roblox is attacking the community that is actively trying to do that for them. I think it's bullshit. I think that is fucking baloney right there. And Roblox needs a real change in leadership in how they approach this shit. Maybe Dave Bazooki, instead of focusing on bringing dating to a children's game, should focus on trying to keep the children on that game safe. Maybe that should be the priority, I would think. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I'm wishing Schlepp the best. I'm hoping Roblox will reverse their decision here. Schlepp also works with Gideon in catching some of these predators, and they are doing significantly more to keep the community safe than Roblox appears to be doing. So hats off to them for the good work. And yeah, I wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya.
Content warning. In this video, we will be displaying explicit messages that were sent to a minor, but we'll be giving you another warning before it happens. So, it's been a few months
That's pretty
since People
intense.
Make Games released our video titled How Roblox is Exploiting Young Game Developers. In it, we shone a light on how Roblox, which is today one of the largest video games in the world, encourages children to make games on its platform, only to give them a tiny fraction of the revenue that their games make. We had concerns about the extent to which Roblox is a system that predates on child creativity, and overwhelmingly, you folks shared those concerns.
This seems pretty easy to follow so far. Roblox exploits kids. Allegedly. No, Roblox exploits kids. I'll say it with my chest. I don't think I need, like, the first bit of context.
But I'll tell you who else had an interesting reaction to our reporting. Roblox Corporation. You might remember a part in the last video where we talked about a page on roblox.com that told kids they could make serious cash. After our video was released, this was silently removed from the platform. But this was just an appetizer.
Ruin the
of
dreams.
what was to come. So with this in mind, we reached out to Roblox again. You see, when we were researching the first video, we emailed them asking for an interview or comment, and they did not respond. But with 500,000 views,
yeah, they're like
in
a
our post,
billion-dollar
we reached out
company.
to Roblox to say that we were working on a follow-up, and this time, Roblox's new Senior Director of Corporate Communications and Public Affairs offered to speak to us on the phone to see if we could arrange an interview.
Oh yeah, let's go.
We did not succeed at arranging a straight interview. However, during that call, Roblox told us that our first video contained a number of errors, going as far as to suggest that we take our video off YouTube. Now, we asked Roblox again and again what these errors were, and we never once got a straight answer. Closest we got was Roblox sending us to a link to a blog post from somebody with the online handle EcoScratcher, asking us, do you plan on editing or removing the video based on some of the things the author raises?
Well, it's just a bunch of fucking Twitter links. What is he linking? People sucking Roblox's cock or something? Or how is that helpful? Didn't he ask them what the errors were? And his response is here, check these Twitter posts from real Evan Pickle. Like, how is that supposed to be helpful? As you can see, Mr. Pickle over here happened to have noticed a little editing error. Your voice was a bit off sync.
Part 1, Roblox's unregulated managers. Part 2, moderation and child safety. Part 3, did you know there's an entire stock market baked into this game's official store in which children are encouraged to gamble real money?
Yeah, let's go!
Reported on this yet? Come to think of it,
'cause it's great.
We miss it in the first video.
That's how you make a lot of money. You get kids gambling.
Roblox's black markets. So back in the day, Roblox's central proposition was straightforward. Individual kids could play around with tools and make games for other kids and maybe make money. But as Roblox has gotten more players, at the time of this video, it has 47.3 million users every day.
Holy
the most popular
shit.
games on the platform have been making more and
Oh
more
my
money,
God.
which means
That's a
there's more and
crazy
more
number.
competition. Mostly, the popular games are made by whole teams of people who are improving the scripting, modeling, the sound, and are churning out updates to keep people playing. And
Yeah, but you don't need that. I guess this is just more of like a PSA to any hopeful game devs if you want to just start making money on Roblox. You can make anything. Kids will watch and play anything, even if it's the most dog shit thing ever. Because kids are entertained by anything. So you don't have to put that much effort into it. Just make a lot of them, and then I'm sure you'll make plenty of money doing that. Just keep churning shit out. Not true. Look at YouTube Kids. Any kids content fucking pops off. Because kids will actually watch anything. And look at games. Like, go on Steam, new releases, and no matter how awful the game is, you'll at least see some reviews from some very clearly young players. It's just, you will literally always have an audience if you cater it towards kids. Because kids will actually play or watch anything.
Today, more and more people who want to take their Roblox development career seriously develop marketable skills like animation or programming for Roblox, and then leave the platform to sell their skills in a totally unregulated cluster of virtual communities, mostly Discord servers. Signing contracts, or worse, having no contract at all with bosses who might have no experience in management and might be a child themselves. And Roblox does not.
I like that, like, thought process. Like, this underground syndicate of developers, they've gone rogue, and it's just a bunch of fucking kids in suits exploiting each other for their Robux. It is crazy, though. I feel like it'd be better if kids weren't creating games for kids. I feel like it'd be better if it was teams doing it, because at least then you'd know as a parent it's at least something of decent quality. Like, if I had a kid, last thing I want him doing is wasting his fucking time playing something that my dumb neighbor's kid made. I want him playing something good. Fucking Psychonauts or some shit.
Will they pay my child fairly? I don't know. Will they mistreat my child? I don't know. Is it safe for my child to do this? Oh, absolutely. But if something does happen to my child, there's simply no way to be sure. Will you be taking action against those responsible? No.
I'll tell you who does take action. I'm sorry to keep interrupting. This actually is a pretty interesting topic. There is a community of people who take action against Roblox bad actors. And it's right here on the terminated players list. This is where the Roblox villains live. Forever in infamy, on the wall of shame. We have some of the most heinous players in all of Roblox history, including Greg9 and Greg1999112son. And if you go down far enough, you'll find the most dastardly of them all. Wait, where is he? Hold on, I gotta get to the X's. Hold on. Why is he not on here? Where's Sonic the Hedgehog? XX Sonic the Hedgehog? He escaped. That's probably what it was. Oh, I got his name wrong. The X's came after. Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. This guy terrorized the streets of Roblox for far too long. Not even the CIA was enough to stop him in his prime. He had to be taken down by other kids in the server. Until one day, he just left peacefully. They weren't locked in there with him. He was locked in there with them at the end of it all. God rest his soul. He actually commented on my Roblox video. He actually still goes by this name on his YouTube channel. So, it's a bit disingenuous to say Roblox doesn't do anything when there's bad actors in their community. Because, I mean, look at this. This counts as something. Jim Wool is... Yeah, I haven't seen Jim Wool on these lists yet, but he's probably just too new. He's like the most recent raid boss.
In fact, talking about what your boss did to you on the official Roblox developer forums falls under the category of harassment. And since there's no plan...
Let me read these real quick. Yeah, if you're mistreated by your boss, don't tell Roblox about it. You yourself get banned. Rightfully so. Fucking snitch.
Statements. So we emailed...
Ooh, hold on a second. Hey, Connor. The structure of Roblox is so strange to me because I had an offer of like 20k from a Roblox game developer to have them make games for me to stream. But it was somewhat sketchy and I wasn't sure how involved Roblox themselves were. 20k to stream some Roblox games and you didn't do it, Connor? You deserve to be on the fucking controversial players list on the fucking Roblox wiki. What a deal. You have to play Roblox and get 20k? Are you insane? Unbelievable. But yeah, obviously Roblox is themselves isn't involved. It's just some like weird crusty dudes that develop pretty mediocre experiences. But god damn it, that's what makes Roblox Roblox. Why do people keep saying check Roblox stock? It's a rough day. That's a rough day for Roblox fans everywhere. Oh, that's a rough 5 day. Oh, that's just a bad month for Roblox fans everywhere. But it's a good year. We're looking good on the year though. So you know, win some, you lose some.
When talking about problems with Roblox's moderation, it is hard to know where to start. The side of the moderation that makes the best headlines are the games that simply should not be there. Like this Wired article on the fascist role-playing games, or this Rolling Stone article on the trolls who are always coming up with new ways to hide sex games
Oh, God.
on Roblox. To hear Roblox's players tell it, the moderation is infuriating because it simply works when it's not supposed to and doesn't work when it is supposed to. With automated filters offering unfair temporary bans for using words like fat, gay, and pill, while still leaving enough scammers on the platform that the BBC chose to issue a warning.
Hold on, I want to read that. Oh, so it's kind of like the zero tolerance thing. RuneScape kind of has the same thing. If you get scammed, it's basically go fuck yourself. And it's really not like the worst policy in the world to have because it would be so highly exploited otherwise. So I guess like the best thing they could do is have like some kind of, I don't know, like Scrub McGruff crime dog teach you how to avoid scams. Like I don't really know what you're supposed to do. It's just people getting scammed. And if you like come in there to try and like hold their hand like, okay, you got scammed, we'll give you your shit back, then there's going to be a million other people who pretend they got scammed and it's going to be a whole mess. There's really just not a good solution to that. So I understand Roblox's policy there.
After this channel's last video on Roblox, a number of concerned
Thanks,
parties got in touch
Peruka.
with us to see if we could force Roblox to act regarding a Roblox developer with a few nicknames, including Dr. Rofatnik and Jaden Shedletsky.
The infamous Rofatnik?
Sarah.
No!
Her real name.
I've
When
trusted
Sarah
him for
first met
years.
Doc in a Discord server, Doc was 24 and he knew that Sarah was 12.
Not Dr.
When I first
Rofatnik.
met him, he had mentioned his Roblox fan game, and I was like, hey, I like Roblox too. He was making a Roblox Sonic fan game. Two
Oh,
things
that sounds about right.
had caught my interest
Oh,
at the time.
God.
So I asked him about
my
it.
God.
Next thing I know, I get like 5 pings, and he sends me a bunch of gifs of it.
Of course
He's
he
sending me
was.
progress of it already. He was the one who started taking the inappropriate jokes in the DMs first.
But Sarah made friends within these games' community.
So, hold on.
So-
Someone fill me in. I pretend that I know who Rofatnik is. Who is he? Is he on, like, the actual Roblox team? Like, as a moderator or something? Or is he just a developer? Like, a random developer making shitty Sonic porn? Okay, so he's not on the actual Roblox team. He's a dev. Got it. Okay. Just not like a Roblox dev, but like a dev of just this game. This weird game. So he's just a random guy not affiliated with Roblox.
It wasn't until 2020 that Sarah's friends were able to convince her that this behavior was not okay and helped her to come forward with evidence of Doc's behavior. However, as anyone who's been following the Me Too movement will know, coming forward like this often has devastating consequences for the victim.
You turned right around and tried ruining his life for attention, and I was like, what the are you talking about?
Doc
Jesus.
released a video denying the allegations, going as far as including this audio of the developer still working under him, defending his character.
The DMs that were exchanged between Jaden and the victims were not okay, but Jaden is by no means a pedophile.
He understands the clear dividing line between jokes and serious harmful actions against others.
No fucking way. Yes, this guy clearly understands jokes, such as, I'd fuck you so hard. I mean, that's a knee slapper. I pretty much tell that one to all my cousins and stuff at Thanksgiving, too. I mean, it's just a good joke, I guess, right? I mean, again, this is Dr. Rofatnik. I mean, that guy's one of the greats. He understands comedy. It is a bit silly to try and, like, assassinate his character like that.
So let me start by apologizing for the things I've said. I know I shouldn't have said those things regardless of the context. Moving forward, I will not have this behavior. While I will not defend myself for the things I said explicitly, I will protect myself from the blatant attempt at character assassination. For as distasteful as the comments I made are, they weren't genuine.
I feel like I'm
nor were they
listening to a
filled
man
with
at Debate
intent.
Club.
While working on this piece, we were sent a 40-minute video of Roblox community members harassing a developer who has since left the development team.
Yeah, because you're stupid and you work with a pedophile and he pays you. Of course you're gonna disagree.
Oh, the vigilantes.
They're on the money, that honestly, it's more of a convenience.
It's quite something in this video. You're watching a mob of people harangue a young developer for working for an alleged abuser because they feel there's no way.
This is this is so weird. Like, this is so weird. Surely there's a better way than going into Roblox with a traffic cone and a Halloween costume to confront fucking Patriot Prime. Like, it's so hard to, like, wrap my head around that this is real. God damn. Now, obviously, I think Roblox should step in cases like these and arbitrate. Like, actually get to the bottom of what is real and what is not, or what is just, like, harassment of someone innocent, if that is the case. I don't think they should put it in the hands of actual kids. Under no means. Kids should not be hunting pedophiles in their own game. Good God. There should be some kind of feature or some kind of team that Roblox has that takes these on a case-by-case basis.
We have a large, expertly trained team with thousands of members dedicated to protecting our users and monitoring 24/7 for inappropriate content.
So it sounds like they have the
and
team.
Developers removed from our
Why
platform
doesn't it
for
work?
policy violations also lose access to monetizing. That's not true. That's what all of these people are trying to tell them again and again. Doc is still publicly leading the development of his Sonic games, as this recent update video from him proves. Doc's ban did nothing. He's still making money for Roblox and paying developers to come and work under him.
You're probably asking, what's up with the rest of SEO? Where is it at?
I wasn't
Well,
asking that.
We've been making some stellar progress as of right now, and we actually have a bunch of things.
But if we look at this video published on his channel in April of this year,
I can actually
we've
just
heard
hear the
Doc
Dorito
talking
dust
about
on that
his big
guy's
plans for the
fingers. My
game
God.
and his team, including this bit.
He has the
We're
voice
an
of a creepy
11-member
guy.
team steadily regaining our footing.
What you're looking at here are collectible cosmetics that Roblox either sells a limited number of or sells for a limited
This is pretty
time.
fucking
Most
interesting.
recently as tie-ins with brands like Vans, the YouTuber KSI, or Swedish pop star Zara Larsson. And once this initial sale period is over, the only way that kids can get them is either by swapping items with other Roblox users or buying them direct from other
So they
Roblox
have
users.
basically
And because
what
the cornerstone of
TF2
Roblox's
has
economy is kids
in
trying to look
CS:GO.
cool in front of other kids, these items immediately
They've got some gambling.
skyrocket in value.
Let's go.
For $5 or
A
$10
market.
that Roblox sells them. But the important part here is that Roblox always takes a 30% cut from any sale that happens on its platform. So the more absurdly
30?
overpriced these items get, and
Also, you only get a 23% cut from your game while Roblox takes the rest. So even as a developer? Oh, that's fucking crazy. Man, Roblox has got it figured out. So you take you only keep 23% of your game's profit as a developer, and if you're selling items, you get 70, so you do get the lion's share there, of course, but a 30% cut to Roblox on that is an absurdly high amount. What does Valve take? Do they even take a percent? It's been a long time since I traded items. What does Valve do? Okay, it looks like 5% of the market and 30% for games. I mean, I just did a really quick search, but it looks like Valve takes 30% from games and 5% from items on their stores. Ooh, that's a lot. 5%'s fine on the market side, but 30% from the games, I didn't know it was that big. 30% is industry standard, is it? I guess, I mean, the benefit of being on Steam is it's the biggest platform for PC. So I guess they, like, earn that percentage. But I guess you could argue the same for Roblox. Like, if you're a developer and you're making a Roblox game, it can't be anywhere but Roblox. I don't know, it still seems like a lot.
when Jack was 13, he managed the impressive feat of making a hit Roblox game. He called it Secret Pet Hatching Simulator, which made him 200,000 Robux.
Oh my god, he's a
In
billionaire.
a heartbeat, he'd spent it.
It was really stupid back then, but like I spent it on stuff in the catalog instead of DevXing it into real money, which I really regret now. I spent like half of it and bought like 2 faces and a hat, and then after the other 100,000 finished
pretty
pending
good.
and I got it in my account, I wanted this bigger item. It was called the Silver King of the Night.
Why is Roblox selling to children items that cost like hundreds of Australian dollars?
What do you mean,
Yeah,
why?
It's pretty mind-boggling.
It's obvious
I
why.
would never spend that much money in real life.
After Jack had bought these items, a Roblox developer that he'd been talking to for a couple of months that he thought was his friend sent Jack a file that Jack thought was an asset to help with Jack's next game.
Oh my
Downloaded this
god.
file off the Roblox website.
He
which
keylogged
actually
in.
contained a cookie. You can get into their account just by having the cookie. He sold the limited items
Oh,
for like
no.
pretty cheaply, and made a quick, like, I think it was like 50K after he sold them. I hate myself because of it, because like with that money, I could have made like my parents proud.
Jack
Oh,
then
it's
went
so
through
fucking
Roblox's
sad,
appeals
poor guy.
process.
In Roblox Studio, there's something called the toolbox, where like you can get assets made by other people and use them for your own game. And then the game got banned because I wasn't allowed to use something that Roblox had provided to me.
Some stranger, it turned out, had harvested resources from someone else's game and uploaded them to the toolbox illegally, which meant Jack was using them illegally, even though he'd been provided them by official Roblox channels, and his game, his work, his income was dead.
God damn!
Jack's learning Unity now.
Jack got
But all
slapped.
of this selling collectibles to kids, Roblox has created and continues to support a stock market for users to gamble
Let's
on
go.
their children's platform, with Roblox continuing to take a
That's
cut
the future,
each and every
baby.
time they're sold between players. This is a breathtaking.
Damn, look at the price of that bitch down there. The Crimson Wrath, or Crimson Wrath, the Red Wrath. 69, 69, 69. So that's about, what, 3 grand? Roughly 3 grand? Dude, oh, the white sparkle, of course it's a fedora. The white sparkle, this is probably one of Doc RoboFat Man, what was his name? RoboFatnik? Probably one of his custom items. The $1.4 million fedora, Robux fedora. So that's gonna be 8,000? Right around 8,000? Oh, you're right, there's a 9 million, I didn't see it with the captions. There's 9 million Robux Magna Spectro Inspectors. What the fuck is this? Little Dexter's Lab goggles? Whoever owns this owns Roblox right now. Hold on, I want to take a peek at those bad boys. Let me go to the Roblox stocks. It's a limited face accessory. It was published in the Avatar shop by Roblox in 2010. It could have been purchased for 500 Robux and only 66 were sold. No! Imagine one man has all 66. He'll be the next Warren Buffett, the ultimate Roblox investor. Can I see the owners? Is it like an NFT? Can I see who owns all of these? Is this it? This is it? Oh my god, I can actually see who has them! This is actual NFTs. This is fucking nuts. Alright, so Roblox themselves has one. You fucking know one of those devs is going to sell this at some point just for a little quick buck on an alt account or something. Thanks to Tier 1 Shibata and the recent popcorn. Totally Not Shed's got 2. This guy's about to be a fucking millionaire. Oh, so many of the, oh my god, so many of these accounts are terminated. What a shame. I already know I'm going to see Sonic the Hedgehog's name in here. The Magna Spectre Inspectors are worth $31.5 thousand. Not Robux, dollars. And the very first owner, according to this, seems to be reverse racist. Man, those Magna Spectre Inspector gadgets or whatever the fuck, they went to a loving household. Totally Not Shed's got 2. I don't know what he's waiting for. I can't imagine there's a better time to sell. The hype here on Roblox is reached, I think, its peak. I can't imagine it gets more popular. Now it's only down from here. Totally Not Shed. I'll advise you on how to navigate this. I'll take I'll do what Roblox does. I'll take like a 23% commission, and I'll help you sell those. Let's get this cooking, Shed. Because right now you're squatting on gold. There is no reason to hold any longer. Diamond Hands is a curse, not a blessing.
No warning anywhere on this page about how much you might lose, and no upper limit of how much you can spend.
Oh, of
Whether
course
you have
not. We want them
$100,
spending a
few
ton.
thousand, or a few tens of thousands. There are items here for you.
What the fuck is that? 618 million Robux? That's $10 billion! What? What was it? The red banana of what? Red bandana of SQL injection. Of course, yeah, Roblox obviously has one. Oh my god, they must be so mad that their accounts are terminated with one of these on it. Oh my god, they have to be fucking fuming. This has to be the most oh my god, they've all been purged. This might be a conspiracy. Maybe it's so expensive Roblox bans these accounts because it's too powerful. It's $2 million USD. 618 million Robux. I don't want to do the calculations in my head, but it's definitely over 1 million. Oh my god. And some of these kids have it. Why won't you sell it? If someone's gonna buy this, Lib, you've gotta dump it now. That is life-changing money. And you, Luke. Don't think I don't see you down here, you fucking idiot. Try and dump it. ASAP. This has to be the most expensive item in Roblox. Let me see. I don't know who's gonna fucking buy it, but you've gotta try. You've gotta fucking try. If you have this, you have to try. Look at NFTs. Who is buying pictures of fucking Chakra the Invincible smoking a cigarette, right? But you have people bidding $100,000 on it. This is a new item. This is only 3 years old. Oh, it was given exclusively to Ultra Goat. Oh. So that, alright, I see. So this is kind of like Tyler the Great Warrior in Yu-Gi-Oh! It was a card that Konami made for a kid that was struggling with a disease, and it is listed as one of the most valuable cards ever. So it's kind of like that for Roblox. I see. Okay.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Kevy here.
Just show me
back
how much
at
it
with
sold
another
for.
Opinions you'll never see him coming. So as you guys can see, Ultrago is no longer the owner of this item. He actually traded the one-of-one copy, his special hat, to UC Unknown. He gave a Sub-Arctic Commando Classic Fedora Ultra Commando, and in return he received the Dominus Infernus.
He traded an item valued at $3 million real-world dollars for in-game items. Fuck, that's sad. Oh, God. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I mean, this all ties back to this. It is a horrible idea to let kids have something that valuable. Oh, fuck, that's sad. That is actual life-changing money. Again, you might not sell it for $3 million, but you will sell it to one of these crazed fucking collectors for at least a big chunk. In a game like Roblox, to have a one-of-one in a fucking thriving market, apparently, you would have made a ton. Oh, God, that's sad. But hats off to this guy who just gave up a, what is this? An Easter egg with an arrow pointing out of it? Whatever the fuck this is, I don't know what it is. Hats off to him for trading this for the Ultra Commando. Hey, that guy, he's going places. This is the art of the deal right here. I hope his parents never see what that item was worth. Oh, man. Alright, back to the... We got real sidetracked. We got way off course. This has been wild.
And a click, and my money's gone. There is a reason that societies do not allow children to gamble.
I see it now.
To have a firm understanding of
now
money,
I get it.
Of risk, of addiction. Most adults I know don't have a firm understanding of all three because gambling and investing are both seen as adult
activities. Are you telling me that there's a Roblox slot streamers?
Kids want to act like adults.
Oh my God.
Roblox should be warning.
This is amazing.
Collectibles.
He's
But also,
JRM
let's be
in
clear,
London.
as anyone who has tried pirating anything ever will know, illegal websites are not safe places for kids to end up. There's malware, credit card phishing, scams, hidden fees. These websites will make kids watch videos or fill out forms, to say nothing of the fact that kids have to get legally creative when it comes to how to put their money.
Imagine the
into
IRS just throws
Now,
all
it
these
is
kids
no
in the
way surprising
slammer.
that these websites exist. What is surprising is how
Oh, I see you
many of
visited
them
Roblox
there are,
Black
and how
Market.
the most popular ones have been up and
Why didn't you pay your tax on
for
it?
years. We were told that we weren't being objective, while this company refused to even admit the existence of the collectibles stock market that they created, of the underground black market of website that they allowed to exist. They didn't say anything to us about this questionable reality of kids working underneath other kids.
So that's interesting. What does Roblox say about the stock market? Because it's inarguable. It is a stock market they've created in their items and their collectibles. What do they say about it? Thanks to the Resub Mountains. Nothing? Not a damn... How is there so much hoopla about loot boxes in games, but no one talks about that? I didn't realize that was a thing. I feel like that would be a much bigger topic of discussion, especially since most kids use their parents' credit card to buy those items. I feel like most of them are aware of it. Why isn't it like an issue? I didn't realize it was this thing. That's exactly why. Well, it's because I don't play Roblox. If I was a parent and my money was being siphoned in the fucking hats on the Roblox store, I'd notice it. These kids don't have their own money to spend, obviously. Well, I guess maybe they do, since they're working for developers on Roblox. So I guess maybe that's possible. I don't really know. I just feel like Roblox being the most profitable game, one of the most profitable games in the world right now, most people would have immediately put that stock market in their crosshairs. But I haven't heard shit. I had no clue. It's user curated, so technically people don't freak out because it's not Roblox directly. But Roblox takes, what was it, 30%? 30% of a sale? So they are directly involved in it. Like, they make a lot of money off it. This was a really good video. I think they did a great job with the whole thing. So I saw this in the chat. I have a different opinion. I think in-game stock market is good because it teaches kids about the economy. Yeah, but it shouldn't come at the expense of, like, real money. If you want to teach kids about the stock market, give them not real assets. Sure, teaching kids about the stock market is great. But not when it's... like, we just watched a kid who had a one-of-one item valued at $3 million give it away for in-game items. That's not really teaching them anything valuable. That's something that they'd look back on in the future and be like, oh my god. Like, you can teach kids these things without it coming at the expense of actual money and their well-being. God, now I want to own all those fucking Roblox items. I'll be the kingpin. You want your Dominus... Fuck, was it the Dominus impossibly hot hat? What the fuck? What? Oh my god, I don't remember any of these stupid names. Well, you have to go through me for your parents' money.
On the list of horrible ideas, this has got to be pretty high up there. The CEO of Roblox is digging his heels into the ground, lat spreading with an idea, refusing to budge an inch. And it is a putrid idea most people find to be terrible. The CEO of Roblox wants adults to use the game for dating. That idea is so outlandish, it sounds like a sick joke. Roblox is a game primarily used by children. The overwhelming majority of the player base is kids, toddlers. And yeah, there definitely are adults that do play some Roblox games, but it's not the largest chunk of its audience. And given Roblox's history with how many cases, numerous cases there have been of adults preying on children through Roblox, to now try and cater Roblox to be a dating site for adults sounds like a recipe for disaster. I really don't understand this direction the CEO wants to start pushing Roblox. Man, smoking on that orb of confusion, because this shit is foul. It doesn't make any sense. The platform has millions of games on it for all kinds of different Roblox experiences, so I'm sure there are like dating games already in it right now. But for the CEO to come forward and say that he wants the game to be more focused on dating is so fucking odd. Especially in Roblox, but this would be weird in any game out there. If fucking Fortnite came forward and said, we're adding a dating server where you can only duo queue with a romantic love interest. Like they try and set it up like it's eHarmony or some shit. It's not only weird, it's dangerous. Like, it doesn't make sense why the CEO of Roblox wants this to be some kind of core component to Roblox. So the CEO, David Baszucki, has really doubled down on this desire to make Roblox more of a dating experience for adults. Recently, in 2023, they did up the maturity rating so they could provide experiences that include blood and crude humor and alcohol and romantic themes. But in order to access that, the users have to prove their age, so they're required to share identification documents to prove it. But as mentioned in this article, there's not a whole lot to stop an underage user from just using their parents' ID. It's just not the best system. It's very easy for a kid to get around that if they just use their parents' ID, and then could end up in a romantic Chuck E. Cheese with a candlelit dinner with Jared Fogle. Anyway, though, the CEO still wants to provide a cozy space for relationships to bloom. Through movie screenings, concerts, and mixers, all hosted in the virtual space, adults can get to know one another on a more intimate level. To Baszucki, it's a solution to a modern problem, a loneliness epidemic, as he called it. I'm so tired of people thinking that the loneliness epidemic is something that can be fixed by adding even more things that isolate people. It's the most ass-backwards approach to this ever. Is there a loneliness epidemic, a problem with tons of people being more and more lonely? You bet your sweet bippy there is. You're in denial if you're trying to argue otherwise. People are more isolated from one another than ever because all of their experiences come through the computer screen now. Very few people are getting the normal socialization that a lot of us growing up took for granted. How the fuck is also getting all of your dating experiences through the Roblox movie theater and pizza joint somehow helping with that loneliness epidemic? It is only exacerbating that issue of keeping you locked indoors away from other human beings. This is not a solution to the problem, it is another symptom of it and only makes the problem worse. This is not the direction to go if you're trying to tackle the loneliness epidemic. Also, Roblox is probably the worst place to do something like this. Again, this platform has had a history of a lot of predators using it, and also some of them not even being like taken down by Roblox themselves. So Roblox doesn't have a great track record when it comes to protecting kids on it. So I am not very confident that somehow Roblox dating is going to be, you know, all buttoned up where it's 100% always only adults going on dates in the first place. I feel like this is going to be a really, really messy, terrible thing that parents should be a little concerned with. It really is a fucking baffling decision, because Roblox is a gaming platform first and foremost, and it is primarily targeted towards kids, very young players. But with this decision and this fixation on this bad direction, the CEO wants it to also be viewed as a dating platform for adults. If you are a parent and your kid wants to play Roblox, but you're now hearing that it's mainly starting to be a platform for adults finding love, a dating platform for adults, you're hearing about adults that are hooking up because they met through Roblox, well, you're not going to want your kid on there, and you shouldn't. That's not a suitable place for them anymore if a lot of adults are now being conditioned to view Roblox as a place where they might go find a potential partner. That's not a good situation at all. Even if the CEO doesn't completely change the identity of Roblox to a dating site, even if it does maintain the gaming identity where it is primarily focused on games, it's still not a platform that is suitable for kids anymore if it is gaming with also a huge emphasis on adults dating. Those two should not be on the same platform ever. It's fucking weird. Thousands of adults will meet for the first time in Roblox dating experiences and subsequently form real-life relationships, he said in 2024. I think a lot of people who are too afraid to go on a real-life date might find it easier to have a virtual date to start, and then if they connect, move to the physical world. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. What are you talking about, man? If there are adults that want to connect and meet a potential partner, there are tons of platforms that offer that right now. It doesn't need to be Roblox. It shouldn't be Roblox. This is a gaming platform that has a majority user base of kids. It is weird to try and now make it also cater to adults to find love. I know it's been a pretty big meme about this, but it does really feel like it is some kind of CIA operation to catch pedophiles here with this Roblox dating experience that's trying to be offered. I think of Roblox as a platform to help loneliness and help bring connection. Can we do this in a way that is more civil and higher quality than any other company could? No. No, you can't. Roblox has failed numerous times in protecting kids from predators that are already on Roblox, even before offering the dating experience component. And also the article even mentions a recent one, which again is just one of many cases where Roblox has been used by pedophiles to do terrible things. And I can only imagine that that gets worse with Roblox trying to make this pivot into dating experiences, making it more of a focus. This is just a horrible idea no matter how you try and spin it. I don't know why he really keeps trying to sell this idea that it's to try and combat the loneliness epidemic. Once again, this only makes it worse. I really think one of the primary motivators for why he wants this so badly in Roblox is because he wants even more users in the ecosystem. Roblox is a behemoth that brings in unimaginable money, but it is mainly from kids. So I think he's trying to find ways to get more adults invested in the platform so they can make even more money. It's not only a bad idea, it's a dangerous idea. Anyway, though, that's really about it. See ya.